Social distancing being observed by the younger generations then. Hello YouTube, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. Yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it, since on the bike vlogs were recorded. It seems like the motovlogging community, those of us who didn't record much during the lockdown, are now back up and running. I hope everyone's keeping safe. Thank you for watching the video. If you've just stumbled across or you're a new subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing or finding my video and watching again. Yeah, I hit 50, over 50 subs now on the YouTube channel, which is amazing. I know I've been going a few months, but considering I haven't been releasing that regular for numerous reasons, I am absolutely delighted to have hit 50 subs. I'll be honest, I didn't even envision it getting to that point. You know, I just was, as I say in my earlier vlogs, I was basically making these vlogs as a creative output to myself, and yeah, never did I actually expect anyone to watch them. So yeah, thank you to everyone who has watched, has subscribed, has commented, has given feedback, positive or negative, it all helps. So yeah, the lockdown is, we're not going to say over, because there are still restrictions in place and stuff like that, but it's practically over. I think people here in the UK practically gave up on it weeks ago, to be fair. And then obviously the weather's come out, and as you might have seen when I just passed the chip shop, people just don't care when the weather comes out, and this is the problem we had earlier on in the lockdown. So yeah, I don't know what it's like where you guys and girls are, but it's good. You know, I recorded a few vlogs during the lockdown because we were allowed to go obviously out to the shops. Obviously joyriding and stuff wasn't a thing, so there was none of that for myself. I didn't leave the house for long periods of time, but there was obviously had to go to the supermarkets and stuff, and being on a motorcycle, yes, it's a motorcycle, go back to my previous video if you want my views on that. Obviously something you can't go and do, like the big shop, and obviously getting deliveries was quite difficult as well. So you do tend to make more trips, whereas most people would traditionally do a one big shop. Even if I'm going with, even if there's more of us going, you can't get as much in, so you do have to make multiple stops. Yeah, the young people just really don't seem to care anymore, do they? Oh, young people, I sound like an old man. But yeah, so, but I didn't use a lot of the footage. I think after the last video I put out, which was old footage from before lockdown, where I recorded voice over it using my podcast setup in my office at home, I think, and I got one of the comments I kind of expected, and I'd seen it from on a lot of other YouTubers' videos, especially motovloggers. People making accusations about people not pre-recording, about going out joyriding during a lockdown and stuff like that. And you know, and obviously I can't speak for everybody else, you know, but there were still people going to work, there were still people, you know, having to go to the shop and, you know, and using their motorcycles to do that. You know, motorcycles is easily the most self-isolating mode of transport out there as well. So yeah, there were a lot of people who seemed to be hunting down motovlogs. They didn't seem like they were motovlog viewers especially, but they were coming across them, and yeah, a lot of people had got comments and stuff like that. So I'll be honest, it did kind of put me off putting out other videos, even if I'd recorded them beforehand, or it was stuff I'd recorded when I'd gone to the shop. I lost my microphone cable for my drift camera, but I managed to resolve that, so thank you to the guys on the Facebook groups that helped me out with that, much appreciated. Yeah, so that was another reason I couldn't really do any voiceover on the bike. So it's good to be back out and be able to do a bit of voiceover on the bike. I do feel like I'm massively out of practice. I'm just popping to get some shopping now. I'm working from home. I've just finished work for the evening, or for the day, and it's a lovely evening. It's like the hottest day we've seen in the year so far. I think it's like 26 degrees here. And I'm not a sunny person at all. I would much rather be in the house. So I am riding pretty casually at the moment. I'm just wearing like an over jacket and jeans and a t-shirt, rather than like all the safety gear. Although to be fair, like I generally prefer to ride in lighter clothes anyway, being a bigger gentleman. But anyone would sue me, it'd be like, well, it's not really the appropriate safety gear and stuff like that. But I'm wearing my helmet, wearing my gloves, and riding pretty carefully, because I suppose this will be the last thing I'll speak about in this video, as I'm almost at the shops now. But I don't know if you've noticed, like, getting back on the roads, I think it might be because people are rusty after being off the roads. So while the roads are still quieter than they normally would be, it's like 5 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon, and this is pretty quiet for a main commuter route. But yeah, some of the quality of driving has been shocking, to be fair, and I think some of that can be attributed to people just being rusty. People getting back on their bikes as well, who haven't ridden in 2 months or even longer, if the sort of people who don't generally ride until the summer. Cyclists obviously needs the whole road. But yeah, car drivers as well. If you haven't driven for 8 weeks, it's kind of understandable. So yeah, just be careful out on the roads. Even if you're on foot, if you're on a motorcycle, on a push bike, even a car, be careful out there. So there have been those members of society who have taken advantage of the quieter roads and decided that means that the roads are now their own private raceway, which has been seen in a number of areas in the country. And so when the roads just because the roads are quiet doesn't mean that they're going to be safer. If anything, in the last 4 weeks or so, I've definitely found that to be the exact opposite, even if I haven't been out very often myself. So yeah, stay safe out there, people. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, hopefully we can get some more videos out now the lockdown has been eased and stuff. But I'm still going to try and not keep my recordings down to when I have to actually leave the house, and not go out joyriding too much and anything like that. So I want to be responsible still. So yeah, take care, guys. We'll speak soon.